So welcome back to obviously Fight Talk. We will be joined now by Daniel Movahedi in referee's corner. But what we're looking at here is Celtic Gladiator 12 in London. Alex Montagani taking on Sean Lomas, and there is a beautiful soccer kick coming up any minute. You might recognise that referee. That is Mr. Movahedi himself.
Oh,
boom!
Fuck.
Soccer kick, and Dan's just stepping in, making sure the fighter's all right. So Dan, here we are now. At the moment you're leaning there with the doctor. I can only presume it does say doctor on his back now. So talk us through what's happening there, Dan.
As you saw, a soccer kick landed by Sean Lomas to Alex Montagani. Didn't knock him out, but obviously dazed him. That's why I called time. Got the doctor in to assess him, and as you know, the doctor has up to 5 minutes to assess him. Obviously the fighter can't take 5 minutes, but the doctor has up to 5 minutes, and the fighter wanted to continue, so I went over to the doctor. I said, look, you take your time, whatever you need to do. You got up until 5 minutes to do your assessment. Went over to Sean Lomas, explained to him, and you know what, he agreed. He said, look, I'm really sorry, I know it was an illegal kick, but I don't think there was no malice in it, you know. I think it was just his reaction or just throwing it. I mean, if anyone knows Sean Lomas, that guy's been in the game since God knows when. I mean, since I started, and that's going back 15 years ago. Honestly, this guy's fought everyone and anyone in the MMA game. Bit of a journeyman, but he turns up to fight, you know. As you can see there, the doctor's making sure Alex is fine, and he's good to continue. And again, the important thing for me was to give the doctor time to do a full assessment, you know, to make sure if he's going to call the fight, to call it off, or if he's going to allow them to continue. And like you see now, as Alex gets up, obviously he's a downed opponent, and boom, nice soccer kick. Okay, there we go, the effects of the soccer kick in the background.
What was that?
But yeah.
So Dan, just to clarify there, you said something there that people might have picked up on. The ruling here is the fighter doesn't have 5 minutes. The doctor has 5 minutes. So if the doctor gets in and finishes his assessment in 30 seconds, after 30 seconds the fighter has to be able to continue or not continue. He doesn't have 5 minutes rest.
No, the doctor has up to 5 minutes to assess him. Yeah, or me, you know. Obviously, I'm going to go by the doctor's ruling, and the doctor was happy for him to continue, and then we continued the fight, you know. So as the doctor said, look, Dan, I'm happy for him to continue, and I said to Alex, look, Alex, the doctor's cleared you. He said you're good. You've got no signs of concussion. Your eyes seem to be fine. Are you happy to continue? Alex said yes, I'm good. So obviously got the doctor out. Spoke to Sean Lomas. I said, look, just as you know, I'll be taking 2 points away because it was a illegal shot and it was deliberate, even though I'm sure you had no malice behind it. You did throw it and it was a downed opponent. Took the top 2 points away. The fight continued, and as a result, Alex went on to win by a decision. So and it was a great fight, you know, and I've got to give credit to Sean Lomas as well. You know, I've just taken 2 points away from you, and you was already, you know, and the other 2 rounds you were down. Not at any point did he just give up and go, well, I'm going to lose the fight anyway. He actually fought right to the end, and both of them. Credit to Alex as well to coming back from that soccer kick.
Yeah, that's some comeback as well, dude, from the soccer kick.
Yeah.
So we'd like to thank as well Celtic Gladiator for the footage there as well. But yeah, soccer kicks in general. That's still on, Rob. You still sound blasted there somewhere. Soccer kicks in general, how do we feel about them?
Obviously they're illegal in the Unified Rules, but again, Japanese MMA, I guess.
Japanese MMA,
I'm not sure about ONE FC if they still use them. They used to use them. As a fan, don't get me wrong. As a fan, we used to watch Pride FC. Obviously, seeing Vanderlei throwing the stomps and the soccer kicks. Yeah, you used to be entertaining, but for me personally, and this is me on a personal level, I don't find no skill in that. I don't find no skill in throwing a soccer kick to a downed guy who really can't defend himself, and for a guy to be holding onto the cage or the rope and stomping down on someone's head. You know, for me, there's no skill set in that. But sometimes, like I said, in the early days, it was a bit of form of entertainment for us to watch. But to be on the receiving end of that, that's something else, you know.
Yeah.
And you can get your full body weight behind it, and it's a bit scary to think, you know.
Yeah,
that some people still use them.
Yeah, sometimes I go back and when I'm watching it, you kind of cringe at it. And I think at this day and age, like, I don't think you could really have a mixed martial arts promotion thrive with soccer kicks. And I'm pretty sure ONE FC did get rid of them. So that's probably the reason. Like, I think it's difficult to promote your fights when you have guys soccer kicking. It does look bad. It really does look bad.
Question, Dan. I'm sort of pushing this one on you as well. A colleague of yours, Mark Goddard, came under a lot of criticism for the fight they get from Gustafsson against Glover Teixeira. Did you see the fight, and did you see the incident that happened where people were giving out about Mark?
Yeah, I saw the fight and poke in the eye. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, same thing. If the doctor had told Mark that he was good to go, I mean, look, at the end of the day, Mark's the referee in there. He knows what's going on. He's experienced enough, and yeah, he did get criticism. The thing I took away from it, regardless of what anyone says or what he should or shouldn't have done, he done it. It was his call, and he thought that he took the fight at that point. That's the safety of the fight into hand. But what really pissed me off is again, social media, the keyboard cowboys, you know, keyboard cowboys behind the keyboard and giving him a lot of shit, you know, and it was a little bit unfair. And to be fair, he stood his ground and he said what he had to say.
Another one as well.
We cut off.
No, we're not. We can hear you. You're just.
Hello.
Can you hear us? Oh, we lost Dan there. I just want to quickly ask him. He was in freeze frame, but we could hear him perfectly there.
You can watch the rest of this fight as well.
Watch the fight as it's going on. No, but I want to ask him. I want to sneak him a question about.
He'll call back.
Yeah, I want to ask him about Norman Parke real quick as well. There he is for people listening. That is the beautiful noise of Skype. We could hear you, but you were just freeze frame, so we heard everything you said.
Sorry.
Yeah. Another one I want to ask your opinion of quickly, and it's like quick fire referee's corner here. I'm firing a question at you. Did you see the Norman Parke fight with Gamrot?
Yes, I did. I didn't see the whole fight, but I had obviously you guys messaged me about it. People messaged me about it.
Did you see the bite?
I didn't, not until the replay. Until they showed it on the replay.
Okay, but. What should have realistically happened there when Parke showed? Because the referee stopped the fight because Parke said he was bitten. He showed his hand. The ref looked at it. So what's the procedure there? Because it seemed to be panic. They didn't seem to know what they were doing.
Yeah, I mean, if Norman showed him the bite, and say I was the referee, right, and he showed me and he went, ref, look, my hand, and if I physically could see a bite mark, and that's the reason I stopped that bite mark, okay, I would have taken 2 points away from that guy because at the end of the day, it's a foul, okay? And regardless if I had clearly seen it or not, he's committed that foul, you know? And especially like you said, he called time for it because Norman had showed his hand to him. So yeah, I would have taken 2 points away, and it's such a dirty thing to do, you know. I can't remember there was back in the early days of UFC. I can't remember what fight it was. Someone got bit on the chest or something like that, and I remember then even then there was confusion. I can't remember what fight it was, but yeah, if I was the ref, I would have taken 2 points away, 100%.
No, interesting, because it's just another thing you brought to. Again, I think it was just in the mix-up. The referee just wanted to get the fight. They should have, even though the ref called timeout, they should have went back to the position, shouldn't they, where the fight was stopped?
Yes, I would have mostly reset them from that position. But then again, the position it was stopped, his opponent had the advantage.
Yeah, but when the point that I was saying was that when Norman was bit, he looked up at the referee, and that caused a scramble to stand up. Yeah, should have not been put down to the. Yeah.
Back to then do you know what? To save any confusion, to save any it should have been this. You just start in a neutral position, stand back from stand up. That's the easiest way to do it.
My last question for obviously Fight Talk Quick Fire Referee's Corner is: did you see the Yancy Medeiros Eric Silva fight at the weekend?
No, I didn't. I haven't watched any of the UFC on the weekend. I do apologise.
No, we can't ask that question. So no, just there was claims of a early stoppage, and I just wanted to say about that.
Well, we can. I'm sure we can come back to that. But just quick point onto that soccer kick. I think the main thing is, as a ref, and most of the referees, I'm sure they would agree, you do not rush the fighter. Or the medics. Just give them enough time. Like, at the end of the day, both the guys are in there to entertain. They're there to fight. I'm sure Alex wouldn't have wanted to win his fight via DQ of Sean Lomas. He wanted to fight. He clearly wanted to fight. You know, give the doctor enough time, or the fighter enough time, even if it's a groin kick, to recover, be ready to go. You know, and I think that's the key point. Not rush. Thank you for the measures you need to make.
You shared a video as well, a blog style video where you spoke about an incident at a show you done at the weekend.
Yeah.
Do you want to just, anyone who hasn't seen it, do you want to give us a quick recap of what it was?
Yeah, basically, I mean, now the fighter himself has commented on that on the vlog that I done. Corey Eaton, you might know him as a good MMA fighter. He's fought on BCMMA, he's fought on various shows. He was fighting for the Contenders Norwich K1 title. And unfortunately, literally got knee to the face. And when I say lights out, it's basically like when, was it Vanderlei kneed Rampage? Was it that one when he faced
fell
Vanderlei?
over the rope.
Went out the ropes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was exactly like that, you know, and face planted down. And at that point, afterwards, it really hits home. You know, these guys and girls, like I said on the video, man, check it out. They put their lives on the line and for our entertainment, you know. It's only fair to give them a bit of respect and that what they deserve. Not monetary respect, you know, saying, oh, you should pay them a lot, but just as fans, because you hear in the crowd, even as a referee, or even you walking past, oh, yeah, he was shit. Did you see him get knocked out? I'm like, dude, you try to get in there then. You know, he might have just had an off night at the office, whoever that may be.
Anybody who steps into a ring, cage, or a matted area should be respected. They're doing something that a lot of people don't have the even the courage, or courage is probably the wrong word, but most people aren't going to do that, and they're willing to step in and showcase their skills in front of anyone, and that demands respect.
See, I respect that, but then what I don't respect is people who turn up just for the money as a what do you want to call it, as a traveller guy, and is willing to take one punch and then go down with a fake injury. That really pisses me off. I've come across 10 fighters, they know who they are, and
juicy gossip. Who are they, Dan? Who are they?
Sorry?
Who are they? Juicy gossip. Obviously, Fight Talk exclusive.
They know who they are.
Dana White, is that what he's saying? Dana White. Dana White is he goes down. You heard it here first. Listen, Dan, it's great as always talking to you and getting some light on the likes of the rules and stuff like that as well.